Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we're going to be recreating some beautiful rainbow hair. I am so excited to do this today. I saw this post on my Instagram feed, and here's the picture of what we're going to be recreating today. So this image is originally by Hairway to Heaven on Instagram. I will leave their @ in the description down below in case you guys want to follow them. Their name is Morgan Witt, so there you go. If you want to go follow them, they're a great hairstylist. They do so many cool neon vivid hair colors. So I will leave all their information in the description down below. But today we're going to be recreating this gorgeous neon heart-shaped rainbow hair. I'm absolutely in love with this, and when I saw it on my feed, I was like, yeah, I need to do that. So obviously we're not going to be able to do it on my hair today because one, I have color, and two, this design is so intricate. There's just no way I would be able to do it on myself, especially with the placement. I would want it to be like probably in the back of my head, and there's just no way I can do that design in the back of my head. So I do have some hair today. I have this weft left over from when I had sew-in hair extensions. So this is going to be a perfect canvas, and I just like the length of it. It's going to be different than the image. So that way, if you guys have short hair, you can still do the design, you know, because this design was done on super long hair. So I want to show you what the design is going to look like on shorter hair. I also want to do the colors a little bit differently. We're still going to be using super neon vibrant hair color, but I'm going to start with like the purple heart in the middle instead of doing pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, like the colors of the rainbow. I'm going to start with the middle heart being purple because if you look at the design, it's absolutely gorgeous, but I feel like the middle heart kind of blends in, and I really want the middle heart to stand out. So I'm just going to start with purple, then we're going to follow with the colors of the rainbow. So we're going to do purple, pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, repeating colors. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm so excited. Since I'm doing it on some wefts, if you have hair extensions at home, you can also like grab a pair of your hair extensions and follow along and also do this design on some clip-in extensions, and then you guys can have it in your hair too, and you can do it at home, and it'll be simple and easy for you guys to follow the video. So we're going to be doing that today. Let me go over the color we're going to be using. I chose my most neon, my most vibrant, my absolute favorite colors. So let's go over those. I will leave a link to all the hair dye I am using in the description down below. So for the most part, I am using all Lunar Tides. Lunar Tides recently released a neon hair color line, and it is insane. Like if you guys want UV, insanely vibrant neon hair, like highlighter hair, check out this line from Lunar Tides because it is absolutely amazing. So for the pink today, I'm using Hot Pink by Manic Panic. I absolutely love this color. I thought about using Neon Dragon Fruit from Lunar Tides, but it has a little bit more of an orange undertone, and I want it to be a super solid pink. I could have mixed Neon Dragon Fruit with Lychee Pink and created like a very similar color to this, but this is already like in the tub mixed up. I don't have to worry about it. So that's what we're going to be using for the pink today. For the orange, I'm going to be using Lunar Tides in the shade Neon Tangerine. This is insanely vibrant. This is my favorite neon yellow of all time. This is Neon Lemon by Lunar Tides. It is electric, you guys. It is so insanely pigmented and vibrant. It is a gorgeous stark neon yellow. For my green, I'm going to be using Neon Lime. This is also super vibrant. I normally like to mix this with their Aurora color. The next shade I'm going to be using is Lunar Tides Cyan Sky. This is an absolutely stunning blue. It's like an aqua blue. Gorgeous, fits right in with the other colors. And the last shade I'm going to be using today is Violet Dream from Arctic Fox. This is very old and also expired. It's probably 3 years old, but I'm going to use it today. This is honestly one of my absolute favorite purple colors. It just comes right out of the container. A beautiful pinky purple color. Like the shade is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to be using this today. When doing patterns on hair, I recommend you grab a thinner dye. Manic Panic is a little bit more liquidy. Same thing with Lunar Tides. Their dyes move around a lot easier, so it's a little bit easier to saturate the hair and create a pattern, whereas super conditioning based dyes like Arctic Fox or Mondo have a lot more conditioner in them. They don't move around as easily, so it's harder to like saturate the hair and create that design. It's a lot easier with something that's a little bit looser, and it's just going to glide onto the hair and saturate the hair easily. You don't have to like work it in. I feel like with Arctic Fox and other conditioning based dyes, it's a little bit more difficult to like really work the color into the hair, and with patterns, you don't want to have to sit there and like work the color into the hair. Also, I'm really sorry, my eye is twitching. I don't know why it's twitching. I'm gonna assume maybe like Could be an energy drink, I don't know, but like this eye has been going ham for the past like hour and a half, so my eye is going to be twitching, but thankfully for you guys, you don't have to stare at this ugly beat for a while. You guys are going to be staring at me doing this design. So let's go ahead and get into doing the design. This is how long the weft is. So what I'm going to do is split it in half. So if I were to wear this in my hair, I would fold it over like this. So what I'm going to do is do the design first on this half, then fold this half on top of the design and then repeat it. So let's go ahead, move the camera angle down and get started creating this gorgeous neon heart-shaped hair. Let's go ahead and make sure it's all combed out and even so that way it's a little bit easier to saturate. So if you're doing this on someone's head, you're gonna wanna take really small sections. Obviously I'm doing this on a weft and I'm dividing it. It'll make saturation really easy. I have smaller brushes that I'm gonna be using also to try and make the design a little bit easier to stamp onto the hair. I don't know how well this is gonna work. I have not done something like this before, so we're gonna just wing it, give it a go, and see how well it works. Like I said, I do wanna start with the purple. I'm gonna hold the ends so that way they don't move, and I'm in the middle of the hair. I'm just going to start stamping a heart on here, trying not to get any of this color bleeding anywhere. So I'm just gonna hold the hair down a little bit. And I'm going to start with this. If you have hair stamps, that would be way easier than trying to do this with just brushes. Like if you started with a heart-shaped hair stamp, that would be a lot easier than doing what I'm doing now and trying to create your own heart. But hey, that's okay. I'm working with what I got, so this is what we're doing. I'm also wanting to make the heart a little bit more exaggerated. I want it to be a heart and not turn into like a circle. So I'm just going to work the color into the hair. It's looking good so far. This would take a lot of time too. That's another reason I don't want to do it on myself, because I feel like this would just take up so much time. It's a lot easier to do it on a weft of hair than to try and do this on yourself for hours. You have to be really precise, and there's just no way I could do this on the back of my own head. All right, now that we have the heart, I'm gonna go in with pink, and I'm just gonna start doing the regular rainbow colors. I don't wanna get a lot of product on the brush because I am honestly terrified to do this right now. I'm just gonna use the corner of my brush and work around this. This is honestly very scary, you guys. I feel like these first couple layers are gonna be the most difficult. And then once we get the heart outline, it'll be a little bit easier. Once the heart shape isn't as noticeable and we're just like doing rings around the hair, that'll be easier. But right now, this is still a little stressful. I love doing crafts and like coloring and stuff. So this is like very therapeutic for me to just sit here and like dye hair, you know? Okay, I feel like this is going well. I'm kind of shocked. I'm gonna go ahead and speed through this part because it's very repetitive, but I will do a voiceover with tips I'm learning as I'm going through this. So let's go ahead and speed through the continuation of doing the heart. Okay, so I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I learned. Like I said, I've never done something like this before. I've done a lot of rainbow hair, but I've never done a pattern in rainbow hair. So I just want to talk about what I learned and tips if you are going to try this at home. So what I learned is to not make the center heart as small as I made it. I would make that center heart as big as the pink and purple combined. So making it a little bit bigger will preserve the heart shape as you're doing these rings around that center heart. I just feel like because I started with such a small heart in the center, as I brought those rings around, they kind of became more circular than heart shaped. So definitely make that center heart bigger and make it more of an angle. So make it more of a V shape. So that way, again, the heart shape is maintained throughout all the rings around the hair. Because I did this on shorter hair, I don't have as much room to create those heart rings around the hair. So starting with a larger heart in the middle doesn't work as well. If you have short hair you're doing this on, you don't get as many rings around the hair as you would if you were doing it on long hair. I definitely think this works better if you have longer hair. If you do it on shorter hair, like I said, the center heart needs to be bigger so you don't get to create as many rings around the hair. It'll look good either way, but just make sure that center heart is large when you're doing this so it shows up better. All right, you guys, I'm gonna let this sit like 30 to 45 minutes, let the color process, rinse using cold water to make sure the dye does not bleed on each other. I'm gonna blow dry it and I will be right back with the finished results. And hopefully it's good because it looks so cool and I just hope it turns out the way I want it to. So I will see you guys in just a second with the results. All right, you guys, I am back. Are you ready to see the finished product? Look how cute this is, you guys. a little heart. Oh my gosh, adorable. I definitely want to try more designs, like different patterns and stuff in the hair because it's so much fun to do. I'd like to get a mannequin and do it on like a mannequin, like actual on the scalp, because it would be so much easier to do this on someone's head and be able to like have a board or your hand underneath of it while you're painting the design. It's a lot harder to like clip the hair onto aluminum foil on the desk and try and keep it still while you're painting. If it's on the head, it has like a surface to hold on to so you can like tug it, move it around a little bit easier. So I think I might get a mannequin head and like play around with different designs. But overall, it reminds me of like Powerpuff Girls. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but that's what it reminds me of. Definitely some things I could improve on, but overall, I am very proud of myself, and these colors are so neon and so vibrant. Like, these colors are spot on. Like, I love all of these colors so much. Let's see if I can show you the back and show you the front. This is so cool. Definitely, like I said, learned some things, but overall, I feel like I did a decent job for my first time. Like I said, I will leave a link to all the hair dye I use in the description down below. I do have a coupon code for Lunar Tides, so if you do want to try the neon collection, definitely use my coupon code and save yourself some money. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had so much fun just being creative and like hanging out for a day. Definitely want to get some more mannequin heads to try more creative rainbow styles or patterns on somebody else's head, because it's really hard to do rainbow on my head. Can't see the back of my head very well, so it'd be fun to have a lot more creativity with like a mannequin head. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.